Coach Simone Kelly here, and I am here with William Ashanti Hobbs,
How you doing?
who is one of our power players for Own Your Power, and we're really excited to have him because he's an author, one of my friends, and he's a client as well. And we're really trying to get him out there and get the word out about what he's doing. He's doing amazing things in the community, and I want to first him tell us a little bit about what you do as well. You have a couple of jobs, so you have the author job,
Yes,
professor.
I'm a novelist, self-publisher. I'm also a professor at Florida Memorial University. I have a foundation called the William Ashanti Hobbs Foundation that focuses on mentoring young boys of color, especially in at-risk situations, focusing primarily in South Florida at the moment. Also, I do a little tutoring, and I'm a literary coach. I really like to help people bring that book that's been keeping them awake for years, helping them write it and get it out there to the people.
And that's a huge need. I have a lot of people that, since I started writing my books, they're coming to me for it. So I'm sending them over to you because I don't do that. I help market books, but I don't help write it.
Absolutely.
So more business for you. All right. So tell us about your book, A Taste of Fate.
A Taste of Fate, Ultimus Prime.
Yes.
Okay. My novels generally are born from topics and discussions that I have in my classroom that can't seem to come to any kind of conclusion. The latest being relationships. Usually you have a group of male and females. They're jaded. They've been hurt. They feel they'd never love again, even though they're 19 years old. Um, they speak on all the issues they have as far as relationships are concerned. But recently, I've seen a bigger divide between the two than I ever had before. I start my classes off with relationships because everybody can talk about relationships, regardless of what the situation is. But the guys, almost unanimously, they're like, I'm not going to do it. This is a waste of my time. They're not going to hear what I'm saying anyway.
They're not going to do what? They're not going to have a relationship?
They're not going to contribute. They're not going to contribute. Yeah.
Wow.
What did he say? Relationships are a woman's game.
Interesting.
Which means, a man's job is basically to keep a woman from falling into a temper tantrum or an attitude. That's it. Which basically is construed as another job. And a lot of the women were pretty much saying, well, you get to have sex with me, so what are you complaining about? As if that's all there is to it. But,
so your students actually, they talk about it? In the
yes.
creative writing, you give them like exercises
Yes.
I used to love creative writing because you can let loose in those classes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Creative writing, even my college writing 101 and 102 classes, one of the things that they find so pleasurable about the class, and I do as well, is I don't just give them stiff topics to write about for busy work. They get the golden rule and a certain amount of pages you're supposed to write. I have them write about their perspectives, things that they've experienced, so they can truly get a full ownership of their own voice. A lot of times, most of them are first-generation college students, so their parents really don't have much of a grasp on what they're getting into. And the idea is, let me go in here and just say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, and that's it. Whereas my job is, you need to know who you are. So when you leave this place, you can be whoever it is that you are in whatever setting, professional or whatever the case is. And you need to understand why you hold the certain values that you do true.
Right.
Was it something that was just given to you? You never questioned it. It's time to examine yourself, see what really works for you. And for a lot of them, relationships or the mere idea of them simply weren't working. And it was beyond, I'm young, I'm trying to figure things out. It's like, no, I hate the opposite sex.
Wow.
They're in it for themselves. I'm tired of it. We can Netflix and chill. There's no boyfriend, no girlfriend. I'm tired of this. So I came up with this novel. The title, A Taste of Fate, Ultimus Primed, and this is the premise. It is about a divorce attorney here in Miami, very good at what he does, which is break up relationships.
Weren't they already broken up though?
Oh, I've learned from quite a few that they've seen situations where it could have been salvaged, but they weren't going to get paid off of that.
Got it.
So you sow some seeds of, dissension and discontent, and there you have it. He's that good. He's very good. To the point that he stays out of long-term relationships because, hey, they're that easy to be broken up. Why would I get into one? So suddenly he's stricken with a medical disorder that limits him to only 100 more orgasms for the rest of his life. So, him being in his mid-30s, him being a former University of Miami football player, everybody loves him. He's really been having fun in hot Miami. So this particular situation really forces him to really think about the type of women he's dealing with, the type of relationships he's been dodging, when and if he's ever going to have a family. It forces a lot of the game plan to stop. And I realize that you're not going to write a book about relationships and just give it to guys and they're just, oh yeah, I'm going to read that.
Yeah.
It's not happening. You have to be very creative. So this is my way in which to get guys to think about, like, wait a minute, if I only had 100 more left.
That makes everybody think, not just guys. I think it's an amazing topic, and I think it creates a lot of great discussion.
Absolutely.
Because I've seen, every time we do talk about it with other people, it's just,
you see the eyes.
They're like, what? What, 100? Is that a real thing? Is that a real disease?
Yeah. So, yeah.
So the book came out when?
Book came out early fall.
Okay.
And the response has been great, but of course, the more promotion, the more exposure, the more of an impact it can make.
Okay. So next steps for the book, what are you planning on doing? I remember you working on some sort of audio book or something. Let us know about that, because that's pretty big for a self-published author. Many people don't do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I didn't want to do it.
All right. Not only that, but I'm learning it's a big move as far as urban, quote-unquote, literature is concerned. I haven't come across.
And your book was pretty diverse, though. It was a mixture. So.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. Because the main character, Darius, his best friend is Josh. White as he want to be. White as Wonder Bread. God bless him. I mean, you close your eyes, you think the Red Hot Chili Peppers when you hear him and read about him. I did that on purpose. I really think that this is an issue, although I'm focusing in particular in the black community, this is an issue that I'm seeing that's pervasive, in all over the strata. So I'm hoping to reach out into different markets and the different audiences to really appreciate what it's trying to say. And as you were saying,
audiobook.
Yes. This audiobook, let me tell you something. I wrote it. I read it. But we're also going to have some very interesting production.
Okay.
A telephone message is going to sound like a telephone message. That
this is detailed.
Yeah, distant CB type feel.
Okay.
And needless to say, you're going to have some romantic.
Spring squeaking?
At the very least. At the very least.
So you're gonna have to have like an explicit warning on the cover. That'll make people want to definitely buy it, because that was my challenge when I first came out with my book. That everybody kept saying, well, "Where's the audiobook? I drive a lot. Where's the audiobook?" I'm like, I don't have an audiobook, but
really?
Yeah. So a lot of people that drive, that's their way.
Oh, this
so
is made.
Great.
This is made for you.
Yeah.
Just don't drive with the kids.
Yeah. That might not be a good look.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that, and of course, because this is the way I explain it to filmmakers. It is Eddie Murphy's Boomerang meets Eddie Murphy's 1,000 Words.
I like that, yeah.
Boomerang, of course, Eddie Murphy is a player. He's doing his thing or whatever. Everything's all fun and games until somebody does to him what he does to other people. Yeah. Here it is. A Taste of Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was the 1,000 Words for people that didn't see that movie?
That was less popular.
I never saw it, but I know the concept.
1,000 Words, Eddie Murphy is this slick huckster. He sells different things, and he's willing to lie to whomever in order to make you buy into it. So he's really a BS artist. Suddenly, he discovers there's this tree in his backyard, and a leaf falls off every time he utters a word. And of course, there's only a certain amount of leaves, 1,000 leaves.
Oh wow, that's
on the tree.
I didn't even know the tree was involved in the story.
Yeah, that's how he can count and just you know, be kind of hard to gauge 1,000 words for the rest of your life. So the closer he gets to, as you would imagine, the last remaining words, the more profound they all have to be. So I combined those two and came up with the concept that I have, and therefore I have a lot of people who are interested in, yeah, man, that needs to be a movie or a cable series or something. Cause yeah, that'd be serious.
Well, we're very excited that you are going to be in the Own Your Power Network on a regular basis now.
That's right.
Going to be promoting you and letting people know about all the different things that you're doing. So tell people how they can reach you. Give us just your website address.
Oh, okay.
And
Facebook, William A. Hobbs. Twitter is William A. Hobbs as well.
Instagram.
William _A_ Hobbs. See the theme of what's going on here? Ultimus Primed has its own website.
Just tell them that. Spell that out for them.
Yeah. ULTIM, M as in Mary, USP as in Paul, RIM as in Mary, ED.com.
And below this, we'll put the links and have your contact information in case people want to find out and buy the book. Support this brother. When you buy a book, make sure you write a testimonial and let us know, or let him know what you think about it.
Please do. Put it in that. Trying to get some Amazon reviews going. I'm about to blow up Amazon.
All right. Well, thank you, William.
Thank you.
All right.